Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and to hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, the Tier 2 Blue emote into chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply to those emotes. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can say hi or use other people's emotes. Or, if you want to be a lurker, go ahead and lurk. Lashbrook is here. Welcome, Lashbrook. It is a Saturday night. It might be a chill stream. We don't have a lot of people watching at the moment here, right off the bat, but we're doing good. Somebody renewed their subscription. If you don't want to hit that little notification button, it's okay if you don't want to, but if you want to hit that button so we all know who resubbed, feel free to do that so we can say thank you. But thank you to whoever did, because we're at 33 subscribers. The goal is 40. The goal is always 40, but we're currently at 33. Just putting that out there. That's where we're at. Also, do want to point out, Plamo Weekender is happening. My shift will be in less than 1 week from tonight. I will be Thursday, April 27th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm the first shift after Jason, who opens opening festivities, who is organizing this whole event, which is a lot of responsibility that I take. I'll put on my shoulders, and I'm really proud of that. But the whole event is April 27th through April 30th. Go to twitch.tv/Plamo Weekender for more information. You just click on the link right there in the Nightbot command about Plamo Weekender. I should have had that up even earlier than today. I didn't. It's okay. Let's see. Other things to talk about here. I want to wait for a few more people to get here before we talk about what I'm doing to this kit during Plamo Weekender. During my shift, my 2-hour shift, I will, of course, be opening cards, various cards from trading card games and from sports decks and stuff like that. Hey, I'm John. Welcome. I will be opening those random packs of cards during my stream for every $50 cumulatively raised. So you can donate $5. If other people donated enough to get us to 50, I'll open a new pack of cards. That's how that works. And I got packs of cards. But when I'm not opening those packs of cards, I will be modifying this kit and another kit, the Gaza C. The Gaza C and this kit will get modified because I don't think it will take. I think I'm going to need more time. Or I'm going to have more time than just modifying this one kit. But I'm going to do some customization, some modding here. It's not kit bashing. It's something specific. And we'll get into that. I do also want to point out that I had put the eye stickers on here wrong. And I fixed the eye sticker on this kit. And now it looks right instead of completely, totally wrong. I was goofing up. Are you going to make one giant Gundam? No. I'm not putting two Gundams in a trench coat to make one tall Gundam. I'm not doing that. But we'll get into what I'm doing in just a moment here. Gonna retweet my tweet so you can get a few more friends to join us tonight. And then we're gonna go to the overhead camera. Here's what we're currently working on. We got the upper body done of this kit. We still have to do the legs. We did the feet as well. We gotta do the legs and body, complete the kit. And then we have to put the tail on, which is also the sword, which is fun. And then we have to build the custom base for this kit. As you can see here, it's got a custom base. So we got to build that. It's base stand for it, and we'll put that together because these feet have pegs on the bottom here. And you could put that stand on a stand, or you can just have it be its own stand, which is fun. Hey, Harold. The twist is he's also using Goku. Oh, yeah, I'm going to build a Goku. So we got to build that together, and we will. And then we can put the... we build the little flower. We'll build our little flower friends, and we can put those on things that will stick out of the stand, because I have these here. I got these things that bend. You can bend them. And then we'll just stick those in. Kind of bend these around here. And then you can just stick a flower bud in there, which is fun. And then I will tell you, friends, what we're doing with this kit once that is done. Once we have done that, on the actual event, I will be using some sponge uh, brushes. I got some cheapo sponge brushes that I can just throw away and I feel bad about. Some cheapo sponge brushes, and I will be applying to this kit and the other kit that we'll probably build on Tuesday. Glitter paint. It's glitter paint. Check this shit out. It's a Ceramic Coat Glitter Explosion, which is a transparent paint that adds lovely glitter. And I will show you an example on a kit that I decided to glitterize. Right there. This is what I'll be doing during that. Fantabulous is a wristband. Indeed. I'm going to zoom in here so we can really take a look at it. Whoops. And then, hey, autofocus. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Focus. There we go. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be applying this paint. I can crack that open here for you to see. The sticker kind of gives it what it looks like. But yeah, we got this paint. It gloops on. So I'll be using the sponge to kind of apply it. It dries pretty damn fast. I got some glitter on me here. There will be glitter on the work surface, but it'll come off pretty easy. But yeah, this is a good look at what it will look like. It does look incredible in the light. It's already on me. Yes, it's totally fine that it's on me because it'll come off. That's mostly for me hitting the jar because I'm going to gloop that into a container, a wider cup basically to make my life easier. But yeah, I'll get glitter on me, no problem. Should I put a clear coat over this, like a spray? Yes. Am I going to do that? Probably not during the event, but after, sure. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. It looks incredibly great in person. The trick that I have found for this particular method is what you want to do is you want to put on what you think is enough, and then don't add any more. Because you got to go like, all right, that should be good because more will show up once it dries. Because if you do, there's one spot in here where I went overboard. Oh, yeah, right here. I went overboard right there. Because I was like, oh, it's not really showing up. And then I just did more, and then it becomes a lot. So this kit is going to look fantastic with glitter all over it. Basically, anywhere that's pink, any shade of pink or off-white is going to have glitter on it, and it's going to look fucking awesome. I don't know if the clear base, I don't think I'm going to do this on the clear base, because I don't think that's going to look good on clear. That's my opinion. But I think it's going to look good on all these pieces here. And, of course, all of the pink will look great. And yeah, so that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do there. And we also have another kit, which is the Gaza C right here. As you can see, that Gaza C, lovely colors. It's less of a magical girl than our current kit that we're working on, but still has the right color scheme, I think, to have this look good. I think I'm going to do like the very back of one of the clear pieces, like a spot you wouldn't normally see if it was displayed, to like see what it looks like, but I don't think it's going to look good on clear. So I don't think I will be adding any to that onto the already clear pieces. But that is the plan. I got to widen this out here. Let's go back to the wide. Oh, too far. There, that should do it. Great. We'll do one more notch here. There we go. Sorry about the camera moving around. But when I touch it to zoom in and out, it does have that. So yeah, so that is the plan. I will be adding some lovely glitter to the kits that I'll be working on here. This is my first time doing any paint application on a model kit. Obviously, we use the markers. It does seem to look... hey, Pat, the aerial kit has stickers where the printed part is on the sticky side. Yes, Mr. Bob. We have built, it is hard for you to see. Maybe if I do this, you can see I have the aerial behind me. We have built it on stream. It is probably hard to see them back there, the ferret, the aerial, and the Alfred. But yes, I have built that kit. And yeah, Mr. Bob, having the sticky side be the part that faces out is weird. My brain is not handling this well. Yeah, it's a weird thing. That you look at a gray sticker, but underneath that gray is actually the like inner workings, like machine parts. Mr. Bob, you're totally right. It is weird, but it's cool. So that's what we're gonna do. It'll be the 2 kits during that stream. I will be customizing because I realized it won't take that long. Even with us stopping, it won't take too long to customize those. And if we like go through it too fast and I've done both kits, which I shouldn't because I'll be like having to take them apart and then like at the joints or whatever, and then like, applying it, letting it dry, putting it back together, posing it, doing all of that. I'll have to be opening packs of cards as we go. So thinking about all of that, it shouldn't be a problem to get that done within the allotted time. And then, of course, when all of that is said and done, we can always go back and like reapply if there's like spots that didn't look good. So I think we should be good on time for those two things. I could also, if I really misjudged how long it takes to do the process of glitterizing these kits, I could take some other kits that I have that maybe don't fit the magical girl theme, because we're kind of going with a very loose magical girl theme. Like many people are working on like the Nobel Gundam, which I don't have here. I have a Nobel high grade, but it is in New York in storage because that's a kit I wanted to keep. But I could definitely go through some other kits I have and see if any of them, like I'm probably gonna have a couple kits on backup that I would like to modify. Wasn't there a magical good? No, last year the theme was so last year some people adopted a magical girl because the mascot last year was the mascots the previous 2 years have been like cyberpunky, but last year was kind of magical girl-y, but this year is definitely full on magical girl as like the theme. And unfortunately last year's theme of course was Pilk. Because so many people did Pilk related challenges or just drank Pilk and it wasn't even part of a challenge. That was another thing that people just did. Also, I'm going to tell you, you know what? Hey, you're here. It's 9:17 p.m. Eastern time. I'm telling you, it's not a secret, but I'm not going to tell other people until Monday. So not only do you get the what am I doing during stream, which only a few people knew about, you're also getting something that, as far as I know, only a small select few people know this. The stream I'm doing on Monday, where I'm not here, but 8 p.m. Eastern time to 11 p.m. Eastern time, I am on another channel doing something else this coming Monday. It's Loading Ready Run. I'm playing Jackbox games with Loading Ready Run on Monday. I've done it before, but it's been since the year 2020, so it's been a while. And I did that like I think twice, and then later I hung out with Kathleen from Loading Ready Run when she was playing Animal Crossing. She was doing like a Sunday afternoon Animal Crossing streams for a while, and I've been a guest on that a couple times. But yeah, this is me playing Jackbox. So our Jackbox game that we played the other day was a warm up for this Jackbox games, where like it's going to be a big old audience, and I'm going to hopefully do okay. That's what I figured, but I didn't want to say anything. Harold, I knew when I said 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Monday with people I know in a bigger channel, I knew there was a chance that you might say, is it Loading Ready Run? And I would either have to say yes or Harold, I'm not going to respond to any guesses. But I figured you might know. You might be able to figure it out. That my clues were probably... I also almost said while we were playing Jackbox the other day that I was doing this. I needed to know it was okay for me to tell you, and I found out last night that it is okay for me to tell you. Because they don't often do ahead of time, unless it is like they're doing a Magic the Gathering thing. They often don't say ahead of time when they have guests. Now the Crossing the Streams, which is their chance to play some games that often include people, because they have found that even though they are back in the office for most of their streams, Jackbox is a great thing to play with people at home because you can have 8 people, and that way you don't have 8 people stuffed in the studio, all on their phones. That they can do it on their home computer in another monitor or tab or whatever, or on their phone, and that actually works out great. So that's going to be Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time till 11 p.m. or about 11 p.m. I'll be playing Jackbox Party Packs, various Jackbox. I'm going to push for Joke Boat. Joke Boat is a game that they don't play much, and it's one I really love, and I don't get a chance to play Joke Boat with everyone delivering their own jokes and their own style. I look forward to some Pat memes, indeed. It's a great time, but I'm looking forward to trying to get them to play Joke Boat and being okay with playing Trivia Murder Party, a game I don't love because I think Trivia Murder Party is punishing as a game. But I do know that they enjoy Trivia Murder Party. So if enough people that I'm playing with, and again, I don't know who I'm playing with. It could be just like one person for Loading Ready Run and a bunch of guests. I don't know. I just shout outs to Graham Stark. Just reached out to Graham going, hey, Graham, I'm doing this event the last weekend in April. I would love to do something with Loading Ready Run so I can promote the Plastic Model Weekender. And also, I like doing stuff with y'all. So if there's anything, I literally said, if there's like a Jackbox stream or something coming up that I'd be right for, let me know. And he was like, well, we do have a Jackbox stream coming up the week of that thing. Do you want to do that? And I was like, yes, please. So I'm doing that. They are not too worried about swears late in the stream, but in the beginning of the stream, they probably are a little cognizant of it because they do upload stuff to YouTube after the fact. So I'm going to do my best to keep my swearing to a minimum at least at the start. But if it comes up in games, it comes up in games. If saying fuck makes a Quiplash 3 joke work better, then I will write fuck. But yeah, we'll see. A Jackbox stream is technically like a Jackbox stream. Yes. Indeed. I don't know. I'm happy to hang out. There are a couple people that I might end up doing with it. Dang, we know Pat generally goes super blue at the start of a stream. I mean, sometimes I do. And then I do have a bonus thing on Wednesday, but I don't know if I can tell you about that yet. So I need to find out. I'm not going to set one. It hasn't been fully confirmed, my Wednesday plans. It'll be a bummer if I don't get to do them, but it'll be okay if I don't get to do them. But since I don't know for sure if it's cool for me to tell you, then I'm not going to tell you what my Wednesday plans are. But that's a Wednesday afternoon, me on another stream, fun times thing. That should be very good. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's going to happen. I would like it to happen, but I don't know if it's going to. A 6. Okay. Great. We're almost done with the legs here. And then we got to panel line this part. We're still panel lining because the glitter goes over the panel lines, and I think it'll be fine. And I don't want to panel line after I've applied this clear coat because I don't think the marker is going to like going over the clear glitter paint. That seems like a bad choice. So I'm doing the panel lining first, also knowing that it'll have time to dry up and hopefully be cool. It might be a fatal error on my part to do that at all, but I think it'll be okay. I might be making a mistake putting any panel lining on this. I've done my research. You might be surprised to find out that a random paint that I bought on Amazon doesn't have a lot of people talking about it in any way, shape, or form in the application of plastic model kits. But it still should be good. Why is this? This is not going together easily. Why? All right, let me take this apart and try it again. Hey, Lord Crashington. Welcome. Lord Crashington, I'll let you know, because I did tell some people here, the special thing I'm going to do to this kit and another kit during Playmo Weekender is glitter paint. I'm going to be adding some glitter paint, much like I did here on this practice piece of a kit that I can't even remember what kit this was. But yeah. Are you one of the few people not getting Twitter Blue Force on them? Yes, Lord Crashington. I do not have 1 million followers on Twitter, surprisingly, and that appears to be the cutoff. It appears that people that were verified, that had over 1 million followers, were gifted Twitter Blue today. So it's not like they have the old Twitter verification. It is Twitter Blue because I get the $ emote there. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I thought it was pretty funny, and there is one interaction that is still very funny. Like Rob Delaney, Jason Alexander, Wario64 they all got it forced on them, and were confused about it. But also, yeah, I'll talk about drill, but I do want to say, because we kind of have to talk about it. The part that got me, that really made me mad, was it's an automatic. I don't think they approved a list of people. I think it's automatic, and I have to think it's automatic because they gave it to dead people. And that pisses me off. Like, hey, fuck you. Don't give it to Anthony Bourdain. Don't give it to Bob Saget. Go fuck yourself. Oh, you want to fuck around? You want to personal... Like, because some of these, he says, are personal. I don't actually believe that he paid $8 for Stephen King. I think he gifted through the company, and it's a tax write-off, they think, or some dumb shit. Because I don't think it's actually his own money that did this. I have to see what's going on. These are not snapping together in a way that makes any sense, so I might have done the wrong ones. That's A7, and that's A6. Oh, that's A5. These are the wrong pieces. Great. I'm doing it wrong. One of these is right, and one of these is wrong. That's why this wasn't working right. A7 would be this one. So this is probably... Okay, yeah, so it's going to be this piece and that piece. Great. I did the wrong one. That's why this wasn't working right. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just shitty, right? So, if you change your username, not your display name, your actual username, it goes away. But then what you need to make sure you're not doing is tweeting about how you changed your username. You just have to do it and then hope they don't catch you, because they can gift it again. Much like Drill. Drill was gifted and then changed it, and then was gifted it back and then changed it. And so far, at last look, currently does not have Twitter Blue. But here's the thing. He still has Twitter Blue. Like, it's easy to flick back on. Again, also, reminder, I still verified. It's just it's hidden. The verification tab is gone. So, it used to be, if you were verified, you could go to notifications, and you would have all notifications, mentions, so not likes, just like someone adding you, and verified. And you could see all of the notifications you got from verified people. And it was like, it wasn't something I ever used, but it was nice to see, like, did I miss anyone that, like, is also verified that I follow? Like, I don't know. Or, like, sometimes a tweet goes viral minorly, and you're like, I don't know, did any famous people like this? Let me see. I also know that some people definitely followed me because I liked or interacted with their tweets and they saw that I was verified. So they got rid of that because they can't turn off verifications. They can't mass dump verifications, the old legacy ones, right? So I'm still verified. It's just that the check mark is hidden. But like Jeff Gersman liked one of my tweets on the 20th before our verification went away. So I could still see him in the verified tab under notifications, and other legacy verified, I could still see them because they couldn't hide that. You could still search for people, and there was a difference between verified and blue. You could still do that. So instead, they just hid all of it. So now they're giving Twitter Blue, free Twitter Blue, without the perks. So literally, like, you get Blue, but you don't get any of the bonus bullshit, like the upgraded limit on your videos or whatever. So it's literally just, you now looks like you paid them money. Hello, Ash. Welcome. Happy to have you here. It is a silly nonsense thing. So yeah, I'm still technically verified. It's just that it's hidden. It's not displayed to anybody. But I am verified still. Because they can't, unless I make a big enough stink that I end up on a list so they manually remove me. Yes. Also, if you're verified through the gifting program, your replies don't move up higher on tweets. They seemingly. If I had that much money, someone should take it away so I don't make dumb decisions like Musk does. I mean, he doesn't have as much money as he did a week ago. Between SpaceX and Tesla lawsuits and Twitter in general, it is hilarious how much money that man has lost. Meanwhile, his dad is out there still being like, no, Elon moved to America because of the money I gave him from the emerald mine. That he benefited directly from this emerald mine that he and Elon's mother try to downplay. Also, Elon's dad definitely tries to make sure that everyone knows that part of the reason why he moved to Elon got sent to America was because he was being bullied and felt bad at school, and they stole his bicycle. And Elon's dad really wants to make sure we all know that. So I'm just doing my best to honor Mr. Musk in that instance. Yeah, indeed. Yes, he lost a lot of he lost a lot of money on 420, which is fun. Yes, indeed. Yeah, also thank you for sharing, but also, Mr. Musk, if you had not tried to cheer up your son by setting him up in America, we might not be here where we are. It would have taken him longer to get here, and maybe he wouldn't have invested in it. He would have missed a chance to invest in PayPal after it was already a success, and then act like he's the founder of it. Let's see if there's any other things here. So yeah, the free blue. The dead celebrities certainly bothers me. It also, this free stuff means that when you're looking to see wrestlers who have gotten the check mark, they might have gotten it because they have a lot of followers. So now you have to click and see, well, how many followers does this person have? And you're saying, Pat, why would he do this? Why would he do this? Is he doing it because he's self-aware to realize that these people also having Twitter Blue when they don't want it, and it vocally said that people would think they're hypocrites? It's like, maybe. Is he doing it because he wants to punish them? And he understands that the last thing those people want is for the idea that he paid for it. Possibly. Is it so that people will hear that a bunch of people they follow, like celebrities and important people they follow, have the check mark, and they stop using the extensions that automatically block every single person with Twitter Blue, because they don't want to risk the fact they might block important cool people that they like. Ding, ding, ding. That's why. It's because it's very easy to block Twitter Blue people and not block verified people, the old verification. But it's not easy to figure out who pays for Twitter Blue and who doesn't. So the gifted ones get stuck in there. And if you're using it, well, fuck, you might accidentally block out LeBron James or other people that you think are cool. Now, you might not give a shit because, well, tough shit. I don't need to follow Roman Reigns. on Twitter, but I want to follow Baerly, who did not pay for Blue, but has Blue. Because that is, I want to follow Baerly. And it's annoying that I have to maybe, like, I don't use that extension. I'm just blocking people as they come. It's only $8. Why not pay for something I obviously don't want? Yeah. Why are they being so stingy with a thing that has no benefit for them at all? He's doing it because the platform shows no one except sub 100 followers or blue checks. No one's going to buy it. Well, here's the thing. No one's going to buy it even with these people having it because it's not sexy or cool or fun. Also, hey, guess what? All the people that bought it, you're not cool enough to get Twitter Blue for free. Elon decided that you're not cool. You know the thing that was supposed to democratize Twitter? Well, it didn't democratize Twitter because a bunch of people with who are more powerful and rich than you got it for free. They didn't even have to pay. They don't want it, and they got it. Yes, Lastbrook. Also, this most likely is a. This is most likely. I am no legal expert. This is most likely false endorsement, because you can argue that having that check mark, which says that you spent, it makes it look like you spent $8, because there is no way to differentiate an account that paid $8 and one that was gifted it. In the same way that Kind of Funny said yes to getting a free, apparently, organization stamp, which then gave anyone they put on the list $50 whatever, but they're not paying it. They say they didn't pay for any of that, but there's no way to prove that, because it definitely looks like Kind of Funny got the organization badge, and every member of Kind of Funny is paying $50 a month through the company to have that. Because people are like, well, why aren't all the wrestlers just getting that? Because AEW is paying for the org costs, so why aren't they all getting Twitter Blue? And it's because it's a lot of them, and it doesn't fucking matter. Because that company doesn't think it's important. Because why would it be important? Because they're like, why isn't SAG having their SAG-afters? Or why isn't the agencies paying for this? Because it's a waste of fucking money. That's why. Because anyone can be LeBron James now. So it doesn't matter. Companies like to not spend money. They don't have to. Exactly, Lord Crashington. So, organizations are also... we figured out, this was the thing that I didn't mention here. We also figured out why any company would get the org badge. Because it's required to put ads on Twitter. So, if you block Twitter Blue, you also block every single ad that's not put out by an individual. So that's a great pro tip if you want to get the extension that blocks everyone that has Twitter Blue. You also block anyone that can buy ads on Twitter. So that's also why they want you to stop using the extension, because it's going to wreck their already wrecked business. Anyone can be LeBron James now is a great sense. Right, Mr. Bob? It's not even multiverses anymore. It's on Twitter. Companies like that spend money. Yes, the meme going around on Musk fanboy Twitter right now is them posting images with text, people who have $8, which is very funny because they don't have $8. Yeah, they gave it away. I could do $8 a month. I could figure that out. I could not do Wrestle Universe and not watch Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, which comes out to a little over $8 a month. So I would be saving money by doing Twitter instead. But getting Wrestle Universe gives me access to wrestling that I want to watch. And that's a better deal than Twitter Blue. Because I don't reply to random ass people and hoping that my response will jump up in the replies that no one looks at. What? Twitter Blue is worthless to me. There'd be no point in the world of me getting Twitter Blue. What are we talking about? No, you do not need glue. This is a snap kit. almost exclusively, unless you're talking about very, very old model kits, things you buy from Bandai, are which is what this is the company that made this kit, are snap kits, and you do not need glue to assemble them. Now, I do have liquid cement, which is like a glue. It adheres plastic together. I do have that for emergencies, like if I accidentally break a piece, I could repair it. Some kinds of kits, like car kits, those kind of kits are old school in that they do require glue, but this kind of kit does not require that. So it benefits me. YouTube Premium comes with YouTube Music included. It's actually great value. Yes. Ash, I pay for YouTube Premium because I don't see ads, but it acts like I saw an ad. So for small creators who would love it if you would turn your ad blockers off because they love to receive a small portion of money from YouTube for their video, they still get it, and I don't see ads. I get YouTube Music, which was Google Music before, and I prefer over Spotify. And also, in my previous jobs, it was really nice knowing that I could open a YouTube video and never see an ad if I logged in with my Gmail to YouTube. That was very helpful in my old job, where I sometimes would be doing lights and sound for a comedy show, and the stand-up on stage would ask for a sound cue. They'd be like, actually, do you have that? Or a video. It's so nice not seeing ads. So yeah, that is a great deal. Twitter Blue, not so much. Not a great deal. I used to be a YouTube Premium subscriber when I had the money. Watching YouTube on Chromecast or Smart TV is so painful without it. Oh, totally. I'm sure. I haven't had to do that on Chromecast without it because, like you said, I have it. Why is this leg not snapping in properly? This should just snap in real easy, and it's not. And I don't know why it's not. So I'm going to try to figure that out. Is that right? Yeah, that'll try. Okay. Just unsnaps really easily, I guess? No, I don't know. Yeah, so YouTube Premium is pretty helpful. Twitter Blue makes YouTube Premium look like a good value. Yeah, I mean... did you see they made it against the rules discriminate against Twitter Blue subscribers? Yes. So you shouldn't laugh at people that have Twitter Blue. I guess that's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Whatever. Do what you want. But yeah, I guess you shouldn't make fun of people that get Twitter Blue. And like I said, I've said this before. I will continue to say this because, one thing I missed a piece here, so that's one thing. That's probably not related to this not working right, but I should fix this because I fucked up. But I'm also going to take a look and see if I did this wrong. Yes, you paid for Twitter meme I don't think it's going to get you banned, but it might. I forgot to put a piece in here, friends. I fucked up here. Which piece was that? That was a 4. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I don't know. It's all very silly and nonsensical, and okay. Folks that have OnlyFans, right? That is something where I totally understand why you would pay for Twitter Blue, right? Because I've talked about this before, you're already being bogged down by Twitter. You're already being bogged down by Instagram and other social medias. You already work in a field that is ridiculed and insulted constantly. You should do anything you can. $8 a month seems like a no-brainer if it means that maybe your services, what you're doing out there can reach a broader audience. I think it makes absolute and total sense if you are in the adult industry to pay for Twitter Blue, especially because it is unlikely that you will get verified. The old system of verification, it was very unlikely that was going to work out for you. So in that respect, I say go for it. In others, not so much. Okay, while we have this open here, Let's take this out, and we are going to rebuild this because this piece and this piece weren't working well together, and I don't know why, but I assume it's because I didn't do it right. Lashbrook was mean to Tim Sweeney earlier today. Surprised I haven't been banned yet. Yeah. Tim Sweeney doing the old. Tim Sweeney, too busy taking a break from trying to squash union attempts at band camp to weigh in about being, weirded out that people aren't willing to pay for Twitter Blue because, he remembers what it was like to be a nerd, blah, 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 jerk off motion. Come on, Tim. You're the CEO of Epic. Also, you don't have a lot of fucking followers, my dude. Maybe he got more, but last time I looked today, Tim Sweeney has like 200,000 followers, and that's not enough for the guy that owns Epic. That's not a lot, my dude. And also, if he got any new followers today, they're real shitlords. If somebody read what he wrote and, well, yeah. But mostly, people should be unbelievably embarrassed to be still stuck in high school mentality. If you are saying, when I was a kid, it wasn't cool to be a nerd. You were an unpopular nerd, and I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. It was at one point in time, in a period of our history, it was certainly less cool to be into the things that you were into. That is true. That's very true. There was a period in time where it was liking things that you can like now was considered to be, beat up, throw in a locker worthy. But also, you're a fucking billionaire, so shut the fuck up. Hey, guess what, Tim Sweeney? You wouldn't qualify for a free Blue. You wouldn't qualify because you didn't have enough followers to get it for free. Cool, dude. All right. I think I'm doing this right now. I think this is correct. I may have to disassemble this again, but I think I am now starting to do this properly. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but I did this all kinds of wrong, I guess. All right, then this goes like that. This seems right. This seems correct. Let's attach this part before we put the back on here, just to see if I did this correctly. But yes, this does feel right. Okay. Great. I have fixed the leg. Now we can pan align the leg. And then we can build the waist and assemble this kit. Ash says, listen, I was the bullied kid in school, and I've got the CPTSD to prove it, but that didn't turn me into a Musk fan or right libertarian NFT grifter or any of those other things. Yes. I certainly did not always have a great time in high school. I benefited greatly from eventually finding a place to belong and doing some stuff with people who were cool. I also benefited a bit from having a bit of my freshman year. I hung out with folks that were a little older than me, and one of them was far weirder than me and definitely took a lot of heat that I would have taken otherwise. I was a big person. I was on the larger side, and I was able to defend myself. And I certainly didn't have as bad as many people did, or even in my year. I wasn't the kid that liked to dress with makeup and dress goth, that his dad made him try out for the basketball team, and he got beat up by the basketball team for daring to try out for the team, which he, if he had not been a goth, probably would have made because he was a good basketball player. I didn't deal with that kind of shit, but I certainly know about that. But I do also know that I never wanted to grow up to be the bully, which a lot of people, folks do use that time in their lives as a justification to be nasty to other people because they consider it a defense mechanism. This goes back to a lot of stuff. This was what we were saying, for many years out there, when you ask them to be better than they are currently, and they take it as an affront to everything they stand for, because why are you making fun of me? I'm successful now. You shouldn't be allowed to insult me, which you could probably root to some of what's going on here with Twitter. Did a man get dunked on so hard by The Onion and Hard Drive magazine that he bought Twitter? Probably. Did a site say, hey, stop stealing our articles and cutting off our credit to us? If you don't stop, we will just start making fun of you on Hard Drive, and also The Onion as well. Possibly. But yeah, it's not, don't throw a parade, because when called out for my bullshit, I tend to go, fuck, yeah, all right, well, okay, well, fuck, all right, shit, okay, well, let me think on that, I'm sorry. Intentions don't mean anything in this case, but I am sorry, and I will do better. Like, that's my go-to, and I don't deserve a parade for that go-to, but that is my go-to. Instead of, lean my chair here a little bit, sorry. Instead of my go-to being, fuck you, I don't have to deal with this anymore, because I'm cool now. I can't wait to retweet this and dunk on you, and then all my friends will dunk on you. All my friends and fans. Like, no, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that here. Ugh. It's, yeah, I mean, we had said this about, like, the do better is met by some people with this unbelievable, like what? What do you mean I have to do better? I'm already great. I worked too hard to be told to be a better person. My shortcomings are badges of honor for some fucking reason. Ugh. It's all gross and bad. Anyway, that's all the Twitter blue shit. Talk about my schedule a little bit here. I'll say it again if you weren't there before. Monday stream, no stream here. I will not be here on Monday. I will be on the Loading Ready Run channel from 8 p.m. Eastern until 11 p.m. Eastern. So go check that out over Loading Ready Run. You go to loadingreadyrun.com. It'll tell you all the information there. I'm playing Jackbox Party Pack games with the fine folks at Loading Ready Run. And there might be other guests. I don't know who else is doing it. I probably won't know until I get there, unless they tweet about it. So that's happening. And then Tuesday, I will be here. Instead of playing games, which is my normal MO for Tuesday, I'll be model kit building. I'm going to work on the kit that will probably start tonight. The Gaza Z. The Gaza C. Which I don't know a lot about, except that it looks neat. Oh, where do we go? Here it is. There it is. The Gaza Z. I'm going to start, that's also... Yeah, no. Let's see. Anything else about that? Oh, yeah, and then Wednesday, possible bonus stream, still unconfirmed. Me guesting somewhere during the day, probably. And then Thursday, we'll throw this up here so we can look at it together. Plastic Model Weekender is this coming Thursday through Sunday. I will be streaming Thursday, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. It's way early for me, but 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time. It says 10 a.m. there Central, because Jason is in Central and he's organizing it. And he does that so he knows what time it is. And I think that's fine. But I say, hey, come watch me at 11 a.m. that Thursday. No stream that Thursday night. I'm not doing a double stream. But there'll be more information about that. I'll be sure to blast all that info out there so you know. We are body complete on this kit. We still have to build the stand for it, which we will do here. And then also I will show you the sword, which is also a tail, which is just such a cool thing for this kit. This kit's got a sword tail. It's not the only one that does this. I forget which other one does it, but another kit in Gundam Age does as well. But this just fits in here. So you have your sword hand, your cool sword hand, but then you can also pop this out, pop this around back. Booyah, tail. And we'll keep it on the tail there because I think that's fun. Because we're going to have a stand for this kit anyway. So now it can stand up like that. I said stand way too many times. All right, let's build the special place for this kit to live here. That didn't work out right. The base, we're going to build the base. We can also put this base on it. It could be its own stand, and we can put it on another stand to make it even taller. But we don't need to do that, so we won't. Let's see. And it is similar color, which is neat. All right, one of these has to face the front. This goes like this, it looks like. Okay, so that's going to go like that. And then D1 is going to be the front-facing part because it has that peg. Okay. Yeah, all right. This peg here has something special on it. The other ones are the same, which makes some sense because we're going to build these identical here. So let's build the front one first, and then we'll build, or the back one, and then we'll build the other two. We'll figure it out. We'll take a pause for the cause in a moment or two. I'll talk about ways you can support the channel. I do want to say very briefly, I recommend going and looking up on YouTube. WWE.com or WWE's YouTube channel should have clips from Xavier Woods versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, which happened last night on SmackDown. I am recommending you a WWE match because it was a fucking killer match. They had me believing for a moment. They had me believe it. It was a fantastic match. It is great to see the first time that Xavier has challenged for that belt. He has, been primarily a tag wrestler and has very few singles titles opportunities. So that was a great match, and I would recommend that. I think that's it as far as the world of wrestling goes that I want to recommend. But if there's anything else, oh yeah, I'll tell you this about a kit that arrived in the mail today. I got my Zeta 3. This is the Zeta 3 Gundam, or the Zeta 3 real grade. Came in the mail. The Zeta Gundam. Gundam Zeta 3. I'll figure out how to say it better. So this is the 2012 kit with some new parts. Because you're like, Pat, that kit has been out for a very long time. Why did you get that from Premium Bandai? That's just a real grade you could buy in 2012. Well, this is the premium version of the real grade. It is the Karaba kit, or the Amuro version, because it has an A. It's got the Amuro A on it. It is a special version that has all the original instructions for 2012, so it's a little harder to read. And then also the bonus instructions that come just because there's a ton of stickers, because it is a color variant. And I must say this, friends, looks fucking rad. Okay, you're going to go lie down for some rest. Well, thank you for hanging out, Ash. Always a pleasure to have you here. I hope you get some rest. I know the time zone stuff for you. This is not prime time. So thank you for hanging out. But yeah, so the Zeta 3 real grade, the Karaba version, is a cool colorway. It's got a ton of extra stickers. This is caused by me realizing it's 4 a.m. here. Hell yeah. Well, talk to you soon. This kit, I should mention, is considered one of the worst real grades. It's apparently worse than the Wing, which is my most hated real grade because it was a pain in the ass to build. Apparently, this real grade sucks to put together. So I can't wait to do it. I can wait. But yeah, I think that's going to be a fun build. I'm looking forward to working on that, even if it is apparently not great. Also, because it is the Zeta 3, the base is the original Zeta Gundam real grade, so there's a lot of extra parts. Apparently, it's got a ton of those early real grades rough. Yes, I remember I built some of them, but apparently this one in particular just has so many extra pieces because it's just built off the other Zeta real grade kit. So apparently, it is not. It is an unpleasant build. But the price was right. I don't do that many real grades. It's a real grade I haven't built. I've never built a Zeta. I've never built a Zeta on stream, period. I think I didn't do it at first because I have built them in my own free time before I streamed model kit building. But I've never built a Zeta on stream. And I like the Zeta 3 a lot. And I really love this colorway. It's gorgeous. Let me see if I can find a photo. I have a photo. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Let's see. Let me find this photo here. Hold on. Real time. Shenanigans. Where are you? Here it is. Yeah, it's goddamn gorgeous. Look at this fucking kit. Look at it. I'm going to build this. Look how gorgeous that is. A lot of it is stickers, and I bet they're not going to be great. But god damn it, this kit just is gorgeous looking. I like a flight mode that has just like, the flight mode is just like the backpack is a plane, basically. And I enjoy that. This kit is going to be gorgeous when it's done. It's going to be a pain in the ass to build. Mr. Bob, yeah. Real grade stickers scare me totally. I know some people, there's an aftermarket you can buy. People put out that are readily available, supposedly. But there's aftermarkets that you can, stickers that are water slides of the same kind. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not doing that. But apparently they're out there. Your second longest not build kit is the first RX-72 real grade. Yeah, that one, I did build that, and that was not fun. I still think the wing is the worst real grade I've ever built because it just mechanically didn't, I had to use blue tack. I had to use so much fucking blue tack on that kit to get the arms to look at any sort of good. I just remember being incredibly frustrated with that kit. That build was unfortunate, I will say. We'll take a pause at the cause in a moment or two here. I'm just going to assemble this and complete this first step here of the stand because we're almost done with this kit. It's almost time to start the Gaza Sea. Again, I don't remember anything about the Gaza Sea except I found it online for a really good price, and it felt like another kit that would work well with this project. I do think it'll look real good with glitter all over the fuck over it. I think it's gonna look real nice. So right now, that came in the mail today, the Zeta. So I got the Zeta in the mail today. Which is cool. Love that for me. And then right now I'm waiting until July. I have no more model kits pre-ordered until July when I get. Oh, July's gonna fucking rule because I'm getting the Gundam Rose high grade, which I know some people got theirs because I didn't order it the first time. I didn't get in on the first. I just did not have the funds for that. But I got on the second order, and also the Gundam Death Scythe Hell high grade. Can't wait to build that. You know it. I know it. I got the emote to prove it. I love building Death Scythes. I love it. I love building Death Scythes. I'm so psyched I'm going to be building another Death Scythe. I mean, look, did we already kind of build that kit before? Yes, because we built the Live Let's Heaven, which uses the same parts this is going to use. But whatever. Building a Death Scythe Hell high grade. Excited to have that. Very excited to put that together. Love that. Love that for me. That's for me. And the Rose is going to be cool. The Rose is going to be cool as hell. Because They're making a G Gundam high grade that is not a God or Shining Gundam. I did not expect this to ever be a thing. Could we get a modern high grade of the Gundam Maxter? Could we get the football boxer boy Gundam? The bro Gundam? Because I'll tell you this. I don't think there's a more bro Gundam than the Maxter. Football helmet and pads, boxing gloves. That's just a fucking bro right there. I don't think there is a more bro kit than that. There might be. You might be thinking of a kit that feels more capital B-R-O bro than that. But that really does feel like the most like bro down kit that's ever existed. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong, but I can't think of one that's more bro-y. Lashbrook is working on the Rose because Lashbrook got in that first pre-order. I have the head and chest done on the Rose. There is a part of the head I bet you will not enjoy. I'm sure there's always a part. The head is my least favorite part of any model kit at any time, especially a real grade. I hate a real grade head because it's like full of incredibly tiny pieces that I'm just going to be mad about. But of course, that's a high grade that you're working on. We're not getting a real grade Rose Gundam. There's a couple people I know that are like, I'm so mad that's a premium Bandai kit. And I'm like, are you telling me that the third or fourth most popular backup in the background Gundam from G Gundam, you think that they should be putting that in stores? We are starting on the head of the HG Aerial as we speak. Hell yeah. I like that kit. I got it right back there. Because, like, when you think of... Well, look, obviously, when you think of the Gundams that actually got made from G Gundam, you got yourself your high grades and your master grades, right? Obviously, you got the God Gundam. You got the Shining Gundam. You got the Master Gundam. They did do a Gundam, the Schwartz Gundam, but maybe you don't think about the Schwartz Gundam. It is a German ninja. It's weird. So you might think of that kit. Maybe you think of the horse. And then you probably think of the Maxter or the Dragon Gundam. Because it's a fucking dragon. And then you might think of the Rose and the Bolt. My main female, main enemy. Oh, okay. Miyu Abby, my main female, main enemy. Okay, yeah. Of the kits that got made. And of course, there's the non-grade Dark Gundam, aka Devil Gundam. You might think of the Devil Gundam. But like God Gundam, Shining Gundam, Master Gundam, those are the ones that pop out. Rose Gundam is not in the first conversation. It's in the second or third conversation. Noble Gundam, maybe you might, because the Noble Gundam high grade is good. The Noble Gundam like has a good model kit. That because it's a Sailor Scout, it's a magical girl Sailor Scout, is very popular with people who are into model kits, maybe not even into Gundam per se, but like model kits, they think of the Noble Gundam, which some people are like, that's the main female Gundam. And it's like, Ainsley's not really around a lot. Like, Allenby. I said Ainsley. Allenby. Allenby Beardsley isn't even really a main character. She's unfortunately, supporting character. But the Nobel Gundam does stick out in people's minds because it's a gorgeous, cool Gundam. I mean, it's a Gundam with ribbon attacks, and it's got long hair, beam hair, and it's a scout. So, of course, people think of that kit fondly. For good reason. I want to make it clear. People think of that kit fondly, and they should, because it's a good kit. She's cute as fuck. Totally new. It's an incredibly cute kit. Lovely. Got that in storage in New York. it made the list of kits that I was going to keep and not get rid of. Because it's a great kit. Getting harder to find that kit. Would love a good new version of that kit. Several people are going to be, I know at least 2 different people that are going to be working on that kit during Plastic Model Weekender, because our official/unofficial theme is Magical Girl. So there will be more than one person working on that kit during the events, which makes a lot of sense. All right, so we have gotten this stand together. There's some stickers we got to put on here, and then we have to build the stand. This is the platform, and then we have to build the stand for the platform. I've been saying the wrong terms with this kit, but I also have to figure out how this links together. There it is. Okay, so it goes like that. And then our kit stands on this like this. And it just fucking looks dope as hell. Oops. Oh no. And then I fixed the foot that I messed up. It still looks dope as hell. Look at that. It's so fucking cool. Move some light over here. It's so fucking cool. That's just neat. That's just cool shit right there. But we're gonna build the thing that this sits on, the clear piece that's here. We're gonna build that part so so it can really sit up and look dope as hell. We're gonna do that after the pause for the cause. I just messed this all up here. Gotta readjust that. I'm going to talk to you briefly about ways you can support the channel and my continued good times. Everything I'm going to be talking about here are optional. You don't have to do any of these things, but if you would like to, I would love it for you to do that. It would be very cool if you wanted to support me and in my endeavors. First and foremost, if you're currently subscribed to the old Build with Baer workshop, you can throw the Barricade, the Lego, the site, the moat in the chat. Everything is easier to do if you want to support me. It's here. John to subscribe with Prime. That's 19 months. Thank you so much, John. Also throw the emotes in as a thank you to John. Appreciate you very much, my friend. Thank you for renewing your subscription. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support me. Using Twitch Prime, like John did, or using your cash money, just $5 a month. The number will go up. We're currently at 33 subscribers. The goal is 40. The 40 is around $100, which is great because that just makes it easier for you to buy model kits to keep building model kits. So subscribing is the easy way to do it. You could gift a sub to somebody in the community. Aristofan is gifted our only gift sub this month, which is very kind. Appreciate that, Aristofan. But if you want to gift the sub to somebody in the community, you can do it anonymously or get credit and join the gift sub leaderboard. You could also do cheer. Bits and coins always appreciated. You could cheer and join that leaderboard. That also helps. There are other ways to support what I do here. Those are just kind of easier. Those are like the easier ways to do it. But there are other ways. Excuse me. Oh, it's terrible. My apologies. Like you could join my Patreon at patreon.com/PatBaer. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for the different tiers. Consider jumping in on Patreon. Well, I don't know. It is easier that way. Also, I got a YouTube channel at youtube.com/PatBaer. You could jump in on there if you want to do that. You could subscribe for free. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get a lot. I post videos there, at least weekly, if not more than once a week. You jump over to that. Also, you can become a member there, and for $2 a month, you get my Wednesday videos a day early. So consider doing that. Also, if you want to do a one-time donation, because if you donate to coffee during the stream, it goes into a fund. I buy model kits with the money raised from coffee and PayPal and Stream Elements, along with what I make through Patreon, through Twitch, and also through YouTube, which includes AdSense. So if you watch my YouTube videos, you are supporting my model kit behavior, and I appreciate you very much for that. Let's see. This kit I bought because of your generosity. I saw this and said, I want to build this for Plamo Weekender. I bought this kit before I knew I was going to be doing Plamo Weekender this year, because there was always a chance they were going to say, hey, we want to get some new blood in. They didn't say that about your friend Pat, but they could have said that. And so because they didn't say that, I had this kit set aside, waiting for me to build it. Now I know what I'm building next because we might start that tonight. If not, we'll start it on Tuesday because it's our next build stream. Because Monday I'm playing Jackbox games. Yes. But if you want to know what I'll build in the future and you want to decide what I'll build in the future, well, the best way to do that is to go to my Amazon wish list and buy something off my Amazon wish list because it'll jump the queue. I don't know what I'm building after the Gaza Sea, but you can decide that for me by buying something from my wish list because it'll jump the queue and become the next thing I build. And I'll make a dedicated YouTube video about that. I got Lego sets, I got model kits, inexpensive kits, expensive kits. There's a puzzle in there. There's an RX-782 puzzle that I bet sucks to build, but I don't know. I'd like to do it. A bunch of different things. Stuff from Witcher Mercury, stuff from older shows, free shipping, various things that I would love to put together there. The Gundam Maxter, the original high grade, the 1/100 scale high grade of the Gundam Maxter. It's a huge kit. I bet it's not worth $40, but it's on set. It's up there for $40. I'd build that. I don't know. Don't spend $40 on me, but maybe do. A bunch of different things in there. And then some gear, because it's always nice to have gear in case you want to support me, but you don't know what to buy as far as a model kit goes. You got some options. I also have a Throne wish list. There's a few kits there and also some gear and some gift cards if you want to do that because you don't want to go through Amazon. And then, of course, USA Gundam Store. You could buy a gift card to USA Gundam Store. Then you get in your email, you get a gift card code because they don't do the physical ones. And then you can just pop over to Twitter and send me a DM on Twitter or a whisper here on Twitch. And you could be like, hey, here you go, Pat. Here's a gift card. Buy some stuff. That would be neat. And I would do that. And it would probably be Witcher Mercury kits. Or maybe a really old kit they got in back stock that I just have to have and have to build. I don't know. I'll try to buy. I will try to buy cool shit for you. That's my promise. Okay. Is there other things that I'm like, Pat, I gotta tell you about these? Okay. If you want to support me for free and not spend a dime, which is also okay, join my Discord. I post build photos at the end of every stream. People post stuff they're working on. My Discord is lovely, and I would love it if you checked it out. Let's see. Other things I can tell you about. Oh, yeah. Hey, watch a video. There will be a new Pat Baer's Anime Club up on Monday, but I won't be able to promote that until Tuesday. So why don't you watch my old one, and then on Monday just watch it on your own. But this last Pat Baer's Anime Club, I answered the question, is it anime? Like, is Perfect Hair Forever, an anime parody, actually anime? Is Avatar, The Last Airbender, anime? Is his upcoming Scott Pilgrim cartoon being done by a Japanese studio, but for a Canadian-Korean comic book author? Is that anime? I answered those questions and I used a spreadsheet, and it was kind of fun to do. So take a look at that. And then Baerly Rehearsed is an ongoing video series where every week I promise I did rehearsal. This one I rehearsed several times because it's a very short video. This Baerly Rehearsed is an idea that as a shower thought I couldn't get out of my head. And I was like, that's a terrible idea. I'm going to have to film it. And then I did. So check that one out. Anything else? Is there anything else that I want to tell you here? I'm going to talk about some anime. I got anime to talk about. In order to do that, I'm going to need to drink some water because my throat is dry. So I'm going to drink some water. We're going to talk about some anime. I'm going to finish this kit. Then we'll be good. And I'm going to dramatically transition back to the overhead right now. All right. So we got to build the stand that goes on here, and then we got to take this bottom piece off. Got to fleck this bottom piece off because it's going to go on the stand for the the platform. So we'll do that. We don't have a lot left on this kit to do. We got to do that. We got to panel line this thing. We're going to put the stickers on. Let's panel. You know what? Let's put the stickers on first. Then we'll panel line. Because these stickers might suck ass to do. So like, let's see. Yeah, all right. They're these little friends here. They're all the same, though. We just got to put these stickers on. And while I'm putting these stickers on, let me tell you about an anime that I have been... a 3 anime that I've been watching. My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999 continues to be a fun, like, very slow build romantic comedy. Because there was a mixer for the guild, right? That we're doing the guild mixer thing. Now, there was a young lady talking to Yamada, who our main girl, Akane, was like, oh, that's probably the guild master. Oh, okay, they have that kind of relationship. All right, well, what are you going to do? So, no, that's not Ruihime. Ruihime is actually the very handsome guy that Akane kind of blew off and wasn't really interested in talking to. And the girl talking to Yamada is Ruihime's younger sister, who's in the guild, but like barely does anything. So even our girl didn't know who they were. Yeah, so Ita is an old school friend, and that's how they got in the guild together. And also there's an old guy that is a dungeon raider, and I don't know why we met the old guy, but I have to imagine he'll become important later, because it was weird that we met him. But anyway, it is very important that we know about Runa, because Runa instantly is just like, who's this girl, and why are you so familiar with her? You don't like any girls. I can tell right away. Oh, I bet this girl also has a crush on Yamada, and instantly is jealous, because we find out that to be very fucking true soon. Runa instantly thinks that Akane loves Yamada, which causes Akane to be like, oh shit, I do have a crush on Yamada. Like, that's what it took. Like, everybody knows, but she didn't know. Apparently she had no idea that she has a crush on this dude until she gets asked, hey, you got a crush on this guy? She's like, oh shit, apparently I do. And then Akane is like feeling weird about it, and Yamada's like, are you mad at me? I don't know why you would be, but I think you are. And so he's confused about all that. And then Runa is just like, I'm going to get this girl kicked out of the guild. Like, that's her go-to is, I don't like this girl. She's too close with the guy I like. I'm going to get her kicked out. Which is like some real younger sister energy right there. Some immature energy. Akane is like, happens to be on the train with Yamada. She's like having trouble because he's such a quiet dude. She's having trouble keep conversation going. But then they start talking about food, and then she realizes like, this dude does not look after himself or take care of himself or have any healthy meals. So she's just like, hey, here's a bunch of frozen homemade meals I made just so you have something to eat. Take that. And he's very confused why she's giving her home cooked meals. Then Runa calls Akane to apologize for being rude and invites her to hang out on Saturday so they can become friends. But Yamada knows that Runa already has plans for Saturday. He's like, what's up? And he's suspicious about what's happening, which is good because this guy seems sometimes very clueless. But he is now, at very least, acknowledging that he has to look out for his friend. And I don't quite know where this particular thing is going, but I assume it is meant to be some sort of embarrassing thing, so that, or a setup of some. It's a setup of some kind, with Runa and Akane. Uh, and it may bring our main characters closer to one another. I don't know. I really like this story. I think it's very fun. It's a very modern, like, very slow thing where she's just starting to understand her own feelings, and we're starting to get a little bit more pieces about who this quiet young man is. It's engaging. It's interesting. I would recommend it. It is one of my favorite shows this season. So I would say give that a look because you might agree. I don't know if I recommend to you Otaku Elf, which is on High Dive. I really like Otaku Elf. I don't think it's for everybody. The story of an elf that was summoned to, in the past, to the Edo period in Japan and has lived as a goddess in a temple, a shrine, who has been kind of like, just like living like her best life as she can, but kind of living the neat lifestyle, who now is, because she has a new charge looking after her, has kind of like had her chance to like branch out a little bit, live a little differently than she was previously. When I was talking about how I don't know if this is going to look good with glitter on it. This is the part that I wasn't sure. I don't know if this is going to look good with glitter. We're going to find out when I put this together on when I add the glitter. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to glitter this base because I don't think it's going to look good on there. But I'll glitter all of this because I think that's going to look dope. And of course, I'll glitter the kit. But yeah, I don't know if that. All right, so this kit is mostly done. We got our cool stand. I love this fucking stand. The only thing we have left to do is... Oh, and also, there's a spot in here. I can put this piece in under here. So in case I want to do the connector, if I wanted to have it like a base come into the back of the kit, I could still have that, and I can plug this piece in somewhere around on one of these. I don't know which one. Supposedly, it fits in there, but I don't know which one it does. Oops. You fell. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it'll be like that. There it is. Yeah, so now I can store that under there. I can also store the other hands, the optional hands, but I'm not even going to build those because I would definitely want to have the gun hands instead of the fists. But the last thing to build for this kit before we move on to the next thing is to build the flowers, because I have these here. And I can plug these in wherever I want and add in these lovely flowers, which are here. And I could actually snip these and also plug them in down here. So I'm going to do that too. Let's build these, and then we're going to decide where they go. We're going to, and then we can, because we have 5 flowers and we have 3 of these pegs. So one of these pegs I'm going to snip down, kind of place them wherever. And these flowers will also get some glitter on them. And they'll look very cool. Eventually. So, Otaku Elf. Elda, who is our Otaku Elf, orders some limited edition pudding. And she's like marveling at delivery services because she hasn't used those before. So you can just get what you need. It's so convenient. She remembers the first ever delivery in the Edo period because that is how long she's been on Earth. And then Elda and Koto begin indulging on Elda's stash of limited edition cakes, pastries, and snacks and drinks. And they're scolded when they are too full to eat dinner. Koto has to undergo her succession ritual. She's now going to hang out. And part of the ritual is to walk the streets at night and formally introduce her as the new Miko, the new, assistant to the goddess. So they're going to walk around and say hi, and they do that, and that's a tradition they do. it turns out that Elda loves this ritual. Um, uh, because the ritual was started 400 years ago when Elda forced the first Miko to go get ramen for her late at night, the first ever delivery. It has no spiritual significance. It's just a tradition they kept doing to show off, this is my delivery assistant. And I think that's fucking very funny and very cute. Because then she's just like, what? That's what we've been doing this whole time? It's just getting you things? But also, Elda reveals that the ramen that they got is the exact same that her mother chose back when her mother was the Miko. Which makes Koto happy to hear. And then, at the end of this episode, and there's some more shenanigans, but it's mostly that. At the end of this episode, at another shrine somewhere in Japan, an elf named Yord and her Miko, Himawari, decide they're going to go visit Elda. We're going to meet another elf. Will this elf also be an otaku? We don't know. I don't know. I'll find out next week. It'll be fun. All right, so we can kind of bend these a little bit here. We're also going to snap these and figure out how long they should be. But let's assemble all of this first, because these are too long, I think. These flowers, and then we should have like a short one here, and then we can do like 2 short ones coming out of the front of this. So let's cut this in half. Okay, I'm going to cut this even more in half. Yeah, I think this is a fun, cute anime. I would recommend it. I think if you have High Dive, it's no brainer to check out at least one episode of Otaku Elf, because I do think it is just a very cute series, and I think you will like it. So I would say give it a view. See if it's something you're interested in. All right, so we're going to put that there and then kind of bend that out like that. And then kind of do the same on the other side here. More dramatic. Bend. We'll put one there. Kind of more bend it like that. Yeah. Whoops. And I also might put a dab of liquid cement into these to kind of keep them in place here, or connected. But yeah. All right, and then this goes like that. Oops. I got one more to do here. I can just kind of do it like that. Yeah. I like that. All right, yeah. I think kind of maybe bend these a little bit here. Just going to put some bends in this. And then, oops, put some bends here. Neat. All right, that's this kit done. Check it out. Whoops, that didn't work the way I wanted to. So this kit will be modified. I'm going to make this all a glittery wonderland coming up on my Thursday stream during the Plamo Weekender. And yeah, may not have all these little bulbs. I am gonna panel line these, but like on my own time. All right. And then we'll build the other kit that we're going to be working on there. I'm going to take a photo of this kit here in just a second. And then we'll work on the other kit that we're building for the stream as well. I love this stand. This base is so beautiful looking. There is another version of this kit that's out there. And that was a premium Bandai kit that people really loved. I did not get that, but I did get this one. So let me get a photo here. Okay. Wait. Oh, I was hearing somebody talk, and that's somebody outside because I have my window open. Take a second photo there. Great. All right, photos done. Time to move on to our next kit. So we'll put that aside there because it's so lovely. And then we can get rid of this. And put in the Gaza Sea. So we'll get a little bit of that started here, but we'll really be diving into this kit on Tuesday. Because remember, Monday, no stream here at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be hanging out over at Loading Ready Run, doing Jackbox games with them. And then I'll be here this Tuesday building this model kit. But we'll get at least it started here. This is a kit from the year 2006. And it does have some rubber parts. It's got some components that are like kind of Zaku-ish, and have like a Zaku 2-ish. These are rubber, and it feels weird to have it in my hand. Don't love it. It does come with its own stand, which is fun. I like that when kids have their own stands. It's got some very old polycaps here, 99 polycaps with a few bonus extra ones. It's always weird. It does have these are stickers as well, but these are just like we got our main stickers here and then some numbers if we want to add that, and then we've got some real fucking old, lovely short stack 2005 beam sabers, little baby beams, and then we got our kit, which is it's 2006 kit. Weird looking thing, but the colors felt right. I don't know if I would call this Grunt Magical Girl. It does have a transformation, which is just like a weird looking walker. And there aren't enough kits that do that. It's basically just transforming into like a big gun. Too many kits have flight modes. Not enough kits have walker mode. But theoretically, I guess it's like Skip Bend Forward. And they can fly in space, I guess. But it does have a limited transformation, which is just lean over, which is very silly. But the colors are gorgeous. Straight up our Gerwalk mode. Yes. Yes, Lashbrook. You're not wrong. Macross fans demand 3 modes. Indeed. It does have like pretty much 3 modes. And Macross fans get what they want in this case. So we'll be working on this kit next. We can get started on that, and then we'll really dive in on Tuesday. And then I will probably finish it off stream because we won't have time. This isn't a one stream build, so I will be finishing this on my own, which I never do, but I want to have both kits ready to be customized on stream. So that's the outcome on there. This thing is going to be a weird build. It's such a weird looking kit. I love that it has its own stand. That's fun. Anyway, I need to tell you about Too Cute Crisis, the story of an alien tasked with deciding if Earth should be destroyed or not. And then just has a whole wonderful life deciding that cats are the cutest thing in the world. And the Earth is worth saving because what's up with these little critters? And what's up with dogs? And what's going on with those other creatures? Because in this episode, Oh shit, you better believe we met some different animals. Anyway, so there were two other aliens at the end of the last episode, and they show up in this one, uh, and their misunderstandings are even funnier than because like they were scared of the idea of cats until they meet them in person. Let's see, we've got Garumi and Luster. Luster is the one with the third eye. So Garumi and Luster are just like, "What's up? What's going on with these furry creatures? You love them. I don't know why." Um, and then they're like, "Oh, actually, these cats seem cool as hell, and we were scared of them, but actually, they seem pretty fucking dope. So we're not scared anymore." But also, oh yeah, Garami wants to cuddle anything that's cute, just immediately wants to cuddle, and does not understand why that compulsion exists. And then Luster is probably allergic. It seems like. Yes, so he's probably allergic to cats, which is a bummer. And then they meet a dog, and they think that's great. And they want to do more research, so they go to Kasumi, who is the human that they are now all associated with. They go to her grandfather's place for a pet battle, which is way more. It's not a fighting ring. It's actually incredibly wholesome. It is just two pet owners being like, "Isn't my pet cuter than this other pet?" Just like really going back and forth, trying to justify why their pet is cuter, because Kasumi's cousin owns a porcupine, and that porcupine has a boa in her hair, so you know that's great. And then Kasumi's grandfather owns a hamster, so he's just like, "My hamster is cuter than that porcupine," and it's like, "No, this porcupine's cuter." And then all the aliens are like, "This is the best. What is life?" Richizel says, "Happy to have hamster representation. Very disappointed the hamster was not shown rolling around in its ball. It's when they're their cutest." Yes, maybe in the future we will see some ball time with the hamster. I don't know. But I will say this whole episode was very adorable. I'm glad that they instantly were like, "We were so wrong. You have no idea how wrong you were. The stuff you were sending us made us think that these were scary, but they're not scary because we didn't understand scale. Because they're so small, everything is cute." So obviously this is for pet lovers out there. This series is not for everybody. I recommend it because I think it is very fun. I like the premise. It's different. I'm looking for different things in my anime, so I don't mind having a silly show now and again. All right, so this has to go. I don't know how this works because I don't even know what part I'm building here, but whatever. We'll figure it all out. And then this is going to go this. There we go. I did that part. And then this goes into this. It's so funny because I'm like, is this the head? Is this a shoulder? I don't know what the fuck I'm building right now. Because this kit is such a weird, like, I think this is the shoulder, but I don't know because this kit is so weird. It could be anything. I think this is part of the shoulder. But no, this is the head. I think I'm building the head right now. Yes, because when I look at this next part here, that definitely looks like the head. Yes, I don't know. No, okay, I know what I'm building. I am building the shoulder that has the circle on it. So yeah, okay. I now know that. I'm building a circle over on that side. Okay, I now know this is part of the chest. I am building a portion of the chest. Anyway, that's me talking about... Did this get darker? I think my brightness got turned down on my overhead lamp. I apologize, friends. Uh, Hopefully that did brighten things up a little bit. I can't really fully tell, but I think it did. My apologies about that. Yeah, I can't fully tell what's going on with this kit because it's weird looking. But yeah, anyway, that's anime. Now's the part of the stream where I want to hear from you. What are you watching? What are you playing? What are you into right now? What's got you going? I've done more in Power Wash Simulator. I ended up playing yesterday quite a bit and had a good time with that. That game continues to be solid and fun. I have one area left to build, but I'm like 20% done with it, so that's good. But yeah, I want to hear from you. If you're playing any video games, you're watching anything, there's some new games this weekend. Did you get anything on like that? I'm playing more Meet Your Maker. I'm still enjoying Meet Your Maker quite a bit. That's really it since the last time we talked, which was Thursday night. Today, I filmed a video for Pat Baer's Anime Club. I got a new video done, and I wrote the script for the next video that I will be shooting, which will be for Wednesday, because normally I shoot on Monday. Normally I do Baerly Rehearsed on Monday nights, but I'm going to be shooting tomorrow night instead because I don't want to have to worry about filming right before I go and hang out for Jackbox Times with Loading Ready Run. So, I got to do a sticker here, so let me get a sticker. So the decision, I'm going to shoot that tomorrow. Harold got a new to Mew couch and recliner. Hell yeah. That's awesome. All right, we need the circle here. Silver circle behind the clear. So we'll put that in. And Lord, these are just in the way, so now you get to look at them over here. Started Advance Wars on Switch. That's right, Advance Wars is out. Hell yeah. Which makes me sad that Waifu Fire Emblem is the series that took off. I mean, people love Fire Emblem. I'm not here to diss Fire Emblem fans. They love that. But yeah, I had a good time with the very first Advance Wars. I think I played the second one. But I had a good time when I did play Advance Wars back in the day. So I'm glad you're playing it. Harold also picked up Advance Wars 1 and 2, which is the same game, and Coffee Talk Episode 2, but I haven't had a chance to get too far in either. Fire Emblem is Waifu Fire Emblem. Yes, indeed. It is. It's all about the waifus. Maybe if the tanks kissed you, would have gotten. Yes. I'm allowing kissed you as a term because I think that's fine. Butcher and Blade versus Omega and Takeshita. Yeah, that's a match. That's a fucking match. Okay, I'll watch that. Yeah, I'm missing out on Rampage, which I'll just look at the results of because they did a Saturday Rampage, and I wasn't going to do my stream a different time just to watch a pre-taped show that I don't particularly care about when it's on. I mean, I watch it, but I don't care about it too much, so I didn't redo the stream so that I could hang out with that instead. But that does sound like a fucking match, Lastbrook. I'll watch that. Yeah, you got to get Takeshita involved as the savior of the elite. Kenny's protege. Not really. It's Don's protege that Kenny is obliged to have help out because he did help save the day. Yeah, you're sticking Twitter. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I get you. Second screen experience. Totally understandable. Folks are like, hey, I hope you don't mind. I'm like playing a game while you stream. And it's just like, no, that's okay. You also don't have to tell me, but you don't have to worry about that. You know, if you want to be on your phone, like you want to check Twitter, you're in a Discord talking about stuff, you're watching something. I would say probably don't watch subtitled anime while I'm streaming because your focus will be pulled too far in that direction or my direction and you'll miss out. But yeah, you want to have something going on another screen, another device, like fuck yeah. I'm not here to tell you don't do that. I mean, please watch me when I stream. Please hang out. And if you want to talk in chat, you're welcome to talk in chat. You're not obliged to do that either. But obviously I'm not going to tell you to, hey, if you got something better to do, go do that, because please hang out with me, your friend Pat, because it's nice if you hang out. But if you got other stuff going on, hell yeah, do some other stuff. It's pretty neat. It's cool to do other things too. C9. Where are you, C9? There you are. Yeah, this kit's starting off by building the chest, which makes sense, except it's weird looking because it's 2 odd sections of chest. So I was very confused by what this kit wanted from me. Now I have a better idea. But it took a little while for me to just go what are you looking for? What do you want from me? What's going on here? This will be an odd build. It's also going to feel very weird where on Wednesday I'm working on this kit. I'm going to be working on it by myself. That's going to feel very strange because this kit's going to have to get done. And I'm only going to have so much time to do it outside of regular build times or stream building times, like on Tuesday. So I'm going to have to do this on my own some, and that's going to feel very weird. All right, why don't you want to snap together properly? This goes like this. Oh, that's right, because I'm trying to do it. Already feeling weird about this kit. So this goes like this. This goes like this. This goes like this. Nope. He says. I watched the Power Rangers reunion movie that was fun time and had a nice memorial for Trini. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, I've heard good things. It did lead to a few people I know making the critical mistake of saying, and a series, a Power Rangers series aimed at me that's maybe a little darker could be no, don't fall into that trap. The idea that they made this is nice, but they don't need to make an adult, sad, ongoing series of Power Rangers for you. You don't need Power Rangers anymore. They made a lot of them that you didn't watch any of, which is okay. Don't fall into that trap. Enjoy your nostalgia. Enjoy your, this is nice that they made this, but, don't fall into the, well, they should make more of this kind of a thing. For me, it's no. Just be happy with what you got. It's a tight 55 minutes of nostalgia. Nice, yeah. They don't need that. You don't need your, even more nostalgia of it. You can just kind of, let it be a thing that exists and is cool. It's fun that they had that, but it shouldn't be the start of something new. It should just be, a cool moment in time. A16. A16 is 18, 19, 17. Where are you, A16? There you are. Weird little piece here. It doesn't need a Cobra Kai. No, it does not. I'll probably watch it because it does sound neat, but I don't have to. There's no part of me that was oh, this is my nostalgia demands that I have this special little thing. It's I think that's okay. I think it's all right. I liked Power Rangers quite a bit when that version of Power Rangers was on there. I have appreciation for it. And I've watched some of the other ones, although the original is probably where my nostalgia most lies with, because that's the one I watched. It's cool that they made this thing. I think that's neat that they made it. I don't know if I need it in my life, but I do think it's neat. All right, so that goes like that. All right, I have now done 2 weird sections of this, and the next part will be the head, and we'll do the head on its own. We'll get into the head on Tuesday, because that'll be my next stream. Reminder, my next stream will be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern normal time. Instead of playing a game, we will be doing a model kit building stream. Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, come watch over at Loading Ready Run. I'll have a post on my Twitter account and my Mastodon and my co-host and in the Discord with a link to that and start time and all that, so you can watch that. And I'll put up my full schedule on Monday as well, because of my, different times on Tuesday, or different subject on Tuesday, different time on Thursday. I'll be joining somebody else on Wednesday, and I have to confirm that information. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream around here. We're going to go find somebody cool out there on the internet to go hang out with on Twitch. We'll see who's streaming on a Saturday night and go give them some amount of love here. Go see who's doing some stuff. Is Will actually streaming, or is it still bird time? I'm going to go look. We do always end with a raid, John. Is it still just bird time from Will Smith? It's still birds. Okay. If it was actually a game, we would raid him again. Who is doing stuff that we want to go hang out with? How long has this person hasn't streamed in a while? How long have they been streaming? 3 hours. Maybe they're gonna keep going. I don't know. Should we rate them? Should we rate this person? All right, we're gonna raid Adam Conover. I haven't talked to Adam in a very long time. Adam I've known from back in the day. Adam is a great dude. You may know him from his various television shows and College Humor shenanigans and billboards where you look at him and go, that's a punchable face. He knows. We're going to go raid Adam because Adam rules. He's playing Resident Evil 4, I believe the remake. So feel free to come along in this raid. And then also, watch me in Loading Ready Run 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday. On Tuesday, come back here as I dive into the Gaza Sea. We'll build most of that kit, and I'll complete it off stream. And then also Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern for good times with Playmo Weekender. Thanks all so much for being here. I hope you have a great one. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye.